One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Houston Cougars, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Houston ready deep and get this game going. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Kansas offense will start this game off with the football. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
But defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man quickly. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They get to him as he throws. Picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Yeah, and I don't know. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
This time he's got it. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Houston. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
Saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, the receiver getting a little ahead of himself on that one. You saw him calling for the ball. He thought he was wide open. He thought that was going to be an easy catch. The ball finally gets to him, and he drops it. If you're going to call for the ball like that...
Turning it on! Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6. The Jayhawks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The corners are walked up tight. And they get quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He'll pull it down. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. From the gun, running back gets the give. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's caught! Touchdown, Cougars! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Trying play action. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Running into the open space. Nice move to pick up yardage. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Swings it out to his running back. Inside the 25. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's McMillan. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and throwing over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off play action. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got his man down the middle. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Jayhawks will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to run it. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Quarterback making checks. To the air, it's McMillan. Got his man in the middle. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Works the middle. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the 1st down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. A run for the quarterback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. They'll run the screen. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Kansas offense returns to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? The run from the shotgun. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. And the Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here comes the Houston offense once again. To the air, it's McMillan. Back open in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Cougars. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Fires to the big fella. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 for the first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Gets the back moving. Grabbed behind the line, it's Burr. Looking for room at the 40. Big pickup on that one, they'll mark him out at the 40.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Under fire. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Jayhawks send out the punt unit. He'll take it on the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Houston offense comes onto the field. quarterback empties his backfield. Dropping back, it's McMillan. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. The Cougars moving quickly to the line. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Takes a hit as he fires. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Houston! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And the returner goes down. The Kansas offense returns to the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Jayhawks will send out the punt unit. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for... Down. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's McMillan. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's kick it back to the guys at Kansas Memorial Stadium.
The Jayhawks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Houston offense ready to go back. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Give to the single back. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running, too. This guy is the definition of a dual-threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
Here comes the heat. Gets the first himself. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 1st and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. Use the play fake, now to throw. Touchdown, Houston. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Yeah, I love the little play-action fake. It's, you get inside the 5, you're thinking run as a defense, come up, be physical, and they slip those guys right behind you, throw it over the top of you. Man, those are tough to defend. Nice little play action by this offense.
Kansas, 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they've put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Rushes on him.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
And the Jayhawks decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Using his feet. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
And the Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's McMillan. Got his man. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Breaks into the open. Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cougar!
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a 1st down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
60, Kansas.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll run it from the gun. Plows through the defense. Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16. The Jayhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the ground with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Under fire. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Jayhawks will punt this one away. Here's the return. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Off play action on first down. Gonna let it fly. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting showdown in the back today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Western Michigan is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 15 to Cincinnati. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The inside handoff. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the left side. And some room to work. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. The Jayhawks line up to punt it away. Catches it at the 30. Makes a move. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Pressure coming. And they get to him, and down goes the quarterback. You just cannot afford that in this spot. Well, after not getting a thing done on 1st down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Motion from the back. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man out of the backfield. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
He's got great speed. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Leaves it with the back. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. This is a designed run. It's a fumble. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Now on 2nd down.
Ready, break. Lasso! Lasso!
Pushes ahead.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.